Is that better? Can you hear me now? There we go. Okay, so shoulder work. Basically, just make sure. This is called no money, okay? I'm gonna go 50 reps. I'm gonna spare you the time. I'm not gonna do that one for all 50. Now, what I'm gonna do, basically I'm gonna go plate passes. So pulling the band apart, forearms parallel, press straight forward, and then back. Straight forward, then back. From the side, ribs down, straight forward, and back. Really lights up your rotator cuff. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Yeah, really gets the shoulders warm. Okay. Up next, basically 90 degrees. Okay. Here, prisoners, open. These are hard. Should probably use your leather band, or just not go so far. That's better. Don't go as far with each one, and also try not to do that like I was doing. Try to really keep it so that when you're pulling apart, you're just keeping it parallel. Okay, so pull from the scapula and the shoulder blade, not necessarily from the arms. Okay, that's number one. Next, we're going to go into a nice little upper back mobility, T-spine mobility. Okay, so I have a band fixed way over here. Okay, I'm going to put it on the back of my wrist, and hope you guys can see. I'm going to reach and without just snap, crackle, pop, let that turn happen. Okay, I'm going to rotate, really try to let that shoulder go. I'm keeping my right arm straight so that my left arm is involved in the turn. Okay, really just letting that sucker go. Should feel good. Okay, and then the same thing on the other side. So let the hand go through. Stay stiff from one arm. Oh man, feels really good. Stay about 15, 20, 30 seconds. Okay, so thoracic spine mobility. Okay, and specifically working across your body. Okay, and so this is a little bit more specific to golf. So really trying to get the shoulders to open a lot. Okay, next, let's go here. And I'm going to use this. Hi there. Hi Mads. Hi Rachel. Look at the whole crew's watching. All right, so I'm going to be here, hands on opposite shoulders. I'm going to keep my feet together. I'm going to turn as far as I can, and then back. Turn, and then back. 3, 4, one more. Okay, that's version 1. Repeating on the other side. This is good if you have some low back pain because you're probably stiff from your upper back. If you're sitting at a computer a lot, traveling a lot. Athletes too, overhead athletes. Next, I'm going to have very loose hands. Okay, just gentle pressure here. I'm going to still turn, but now I'm going to get that restriction probably a little sooner, depending on the person. Oh man. I was in the car all day, 4 hours, so a little stiff. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's a little turn right there. So now this is no turn, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to get there. So that's good. Now, I'm going to get a lot more turn when I bring my TRX into the situation here. Okay, so my favorite crossbody stretch. Grab a TRX, you can also grab a band, you can even grab the edge of a golf cart, but you just need something sturdy to hang on to. I have a split stance, I'm going to let that turn happen. Now I'm going to take my other arm as the leader, okay? Point that thumb backwards behind me, let that turn happen, and really let that rotation happen. Then I'm going to go with the complement to this one. I'm going above my head. So it's a little different. The rib cage is moving kind of in the transverse plane slash frontal plane and really trying to pull that scapula slash shoulder blade into your back pocket. So let's show you this side. Split stance. Turning behind you. Oh man, I just feel locked up. And then okay, another one I like, I was just playing with this one kind of a week ago. I'm going to make the straps for the tires just a little longer, okay? Get a split stance. I'm just going to say touchdown while keeping my shoulders down. Ideally, ribs are down, okay? So pulling my shoulders and up his back, above my head. Man, so yeah, that's a good one. Okay, one of my sneaky favorites. I'm gonna bring you guys down to the ground. What's up, Leo? All right, so we're gonna go a little T-spine mobility here. I love this. Love. Get out of here. Okay, so I'm gonna be here, set at 90 degrees. Okay. Basically, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come up, get into that almost like a Turkish get-up position, but you're not. Okay. Now I'm gonna actually go the other way, 90 degrees. Okay. From here, I'm gonna make sure that my knees and pelvis are stacked. I'm going to bring this elbow and shoulder blade down to the ground, letting that elbow drop, hold it, and then press. And then I actually did that wrong. I'm going to relocate and stack my elbow, wrist, shoulder all above each other. And then I'm going to pull back, rotate, making sure I'm not lifting on that other side. Pause, let the rotation happen a little bit. Come back up. And this isn't heavy. This is a 35-pound kettlebell. It's not that heavy. Just locking it down. Turn from the scapula slash shoulders slash T-spine. And you notice this side's not bad. This is my backswing. Okay? You're going to want to be entertained. Hang around for another 3 seconds and see the other side. Okay? So, let's see. Let me show you the other side this way. Okay, so we're going left side. Okay, we're going to rotate up. Oops, sorry. Correct way to get it. So here, now these are at 90 degrees. Make sure they're stacked. Okay, now keep in mind I was in a car all day today. So from here, I'm going to come down, pull that shoulder blade back, drop that elbow. Okay, keep the knees down. They're coming off. Oh man, that was bad. I'll be better next rep. And stack. Okay, stack those shoulders, stack those knees, stack your feet. That's better, coach. Good. Little third person conversation. Glad you're here to witness it. Oh, back down. It's one of those ones you feel in your obliques. And that. Pressing back up and stacking again. Woo. And that's good. So, I do love that one. Really does get you to open up. Another good mobility one. This is a little advanced. Actually, it's quite advanced. But it's a regular windmill. And I've been doing the windmill, but in a half kneeling position. It's really beneficial from the hip mobility and shoulder mobility standpoint. So I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to go all the way up. Okay, I'm going to lock my shoulder blade down. Okay, I'm going to go down to my hand first, pivot into my right hip. Okay, that's the one closest to the camera. You're welcome for the view. Then I'm going all the way down to that forearm, okay? Pausing in the ground, and then I'm going to come back up without using my forearm, okay? Most people are going to want to push off that forearm. I'll show you facing you. Okay, so right foot forward, okay? Pivot that back knee. I should have had my eyes up, apologize. But here, oops, sorry, there's the hand. Not really putting any weight on it. okay? And then the forearm, just gonna hover there for a second, okay? I'll make sure my shoulder blade's back, coming up, not using this hand, okay? Again, elbow, pushing in, all the way down, okay? Love that one. Now let's see how this left side looks. Okay, if it bothers your knees, just get a pad down. Usually have a pad down. Okay, pivot that back foot. Again, keep in mind this is a mobility warm-up. I was in a car all day, so I'm trying to open up my hips and upper back. So coming down here, right hand touches, coming down to the elbow, elbow touches. Again, I'm not pushing off the ground. I'm just returning back up using my hips. Okay, no offense, but your hips are more powerful than your forearm and your elbow. Okay, so coming down, left tap, just to find the ground, then the elbow. Okay, sitting into that left hip, pushing the left hip out. And again, this is not heavy. I can press 70-pound dumbbell over my head, 80-pound. So a 30-pound dumbbell is not heavy. That's why it's a warm-up. So, okay, I do love that. Let's see what else. Oh, something else I've been doing here. Let me show you. And I got this from Luca. Hi guys. Let's see. I got this from my man Luca. I'm gonna set you up. I have bands here, and let's go. Okay. Hold on a second. Hi Abby. So what you're gonna do? This is kind of for the sub-scap area. I had a lot of issues with this. A couple months ago, I was doing too much overhead work and not enough of this. So I got caught kind of with my subscapularis down. That's a joke, but it kind of works. So what you're going to do, I have the band attached 90 degrees from my wrist. Okay, I'm going to make sure my ribs are down, and I'm actually going to press overhead without my elbow going out wide. It wants to really bad. I don't know if I can show you any better of an angle. Maybe here. Okay. I'm going to press above my head, and you're going to feel this muscle underneath your scapula, subscapularis, really kick in. And you're going to want to open up. It's really going to want to open up. So just prevent that from happening. That's one. And my favorite three with the bands, these are just all-purpose bands. These are 15, 20 bucks from Perform Better. Guys, my commission check better be in the mail. These are just pull aparts, okay? What most people do is they more pull forwards, their shoulders go forward. What I want you to focus on is straight scapular motion, like 2 shutters on the door or window, okay? And then a lot of people are going to drop the hands. Try to keep the hands up at shoulder height, okay? That's true scapular retraction, okay? 10 to 15 on those. From there, you're just going to do external rotation, get the elbows at 90 degrees, okay? And just moving the hands. What a lot of people are going to do is shrug. Make sure that you're going to keep that. Okay? It should be burning. If I have 2 different shoulders, that's okay. Last, we're going to do 2 different types of Wolverines. One is a forward pullover, and one is the actual Wolverine. So the forward pullover, you're just going to push your hips back, okay? Push you straight down. Okay? Think of pulling your scapula, so scapula, shoulder blade, pulling your scapula down and back. Okay? So here, I'm just thinking not how far my hands can go back, but how much I can squeeze from my scapula. Okay? Let's say that's 10. Okay? Next, just flipping the grip. Okay? These are the Wolverines. Same concept, but I think you're going to feel it a lot more, especially because it's the 4th or 5th exercise in a row. Okay? I do like all of those. Let me show you one more, and then I'll let you get back to your normal Sunday evening routine. So this is, we do this a lot of ways. We use the bands, you can use a broomstick, you can use a hockey stick, a golf club, but you can use anything. All you need is something to hold on to. You can use a towel, a lot of options here. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to lock my ribs down. I'm going to make sure I'm not arching, okay? I'm going to lock those ribs down, tuck that pelvis in tight, okay? I'm going to get some tension on the band Then what I'm going to do, without bringing my shoulders up to my ears, is I'm going to do what's called dislocations. Okay? I'm going to keep the tension. Let my ribcage go a little bit there. I'm going to keep that tension in the band, and then open over. That was probably a bad rep. Let me show you a little bit from the front. I'll get my eyes on myself. Okay, tension on the band. Okay, no upper trap, no upper trap. Just give them the head and the hair, ribs down, and then all the way down. Keeping tension, and then return it back up and over. And if you're shaking, you're doing it right. Okay, that's one. Two, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, this is fun. Okay, drawing your sword. Okay, okay, it's the same concept. Your hand goes up, but your scapula goes down. Okay, so a little different. Okay, see it from the side. This is the left side. Okay, again, you got to teach that scapula to do upward rotation, not necessarily elevation. Two different motions. So if you've been having some shoulder pain, I can send you this whole video. Just send me a direct message. I can send you this whole video. This is a great way to get you started. Actually, speaking of which, I'm going to do one more mobility drill at the end that I think you're really going to love. So that was drawing a sword. And the next one is from Mortal Kombat Finish Him. You're going straight down. Okay? So that's the actual, or Fruit Ninja. That's better. Mortal Kombat. Okay? So this is kind of similar to the Wolverine. Okay, so same concept. Rips down. Okay, just like that. Okay, next. Let's do that mobility as promised. And I'm going to show you, hold on a second, a little bit more specific work for the shoulders. All right, so I'm going to be laying on my stomach, and this is advanced. Okay, so anytime you're on your stomach, you're forced to stay in extension from the T-spine / upper back. In addition, you're forced to kind of brace down through your abs. For people that have a, we call them rib boobs, the ribs stick out the front. This can be super uncomfortable. They're going to say, I can't breathe. So this is going to be hard. But I'm going to show you this real quick. There's a couple ways to do this. Number one, when we do this, you're going to have loose hands. Okay, I don't want any forward pressure on that neck. I'm going to teach myself to stay in neutral. Okay, so I'm kind of holding an apple underneath my chin. Okay, so from here, all I'm going to do is peel my shoulder blades back and down. Back and down. Now, when I'm doing this, I'm actually just squeezing my shoulder blades together and then relaxing them at the bottom. So really trying to drive tension in those shoulder blades. Okay, that's part one. Part two, I'm going to take my hands, put them on my lower back. Wow, my shoulders look very different. Okay, from here, I'm going to take a dive in the swimming pool or do a prone snow angel, whichever one you prefer. But I'm going to try to get as high as I can and go as slow as I can while getting tension in that upper back, keeping tension in that upper back, aiming to keep the hands high and the shoulder blades away from my ears. See, that left one wants to drop. And my arms want to bend because my lats are tight. And then return back, okay, without letting those shoulder blades drift towards your ears. That's one. 5 of those, and you have a challenge, okay? So I like that one. I like it a lot. Is it Dumb and Dumber? Anyways, that's a good one. Then, next. When we do T-spine stuff and we open up the upper back, this is a little bit more advanced too. You're going to put your forearm underneath your chin. You're going to push your hips back so you get lumbar and lower back out of the equation. Okay, I'm going to put my other hand, lock it on that hip. Okay, I'm going to push through that down, forearm, follow the turn with my eyes, and then back down. You notice I turned a lot from my hips there. I'm going to try to avoid that. Okay, and then the other side. And then you're going to do this very similar to what we did with the pole in the beginning, or the dowel in the beginning. Not a lot of motion there. Do not aim for this low of a bar, kids. This is terrible. Push. There we go. Then, very similar, as I said. This time, you got opening up pec major. Trying to. I'll just show you 2. And that's it. That's like a long warm up. But if you have shoulder pain, if you have some stiffness, you're getting a lot of upper trap involvement on a daily basis in your workouts, then that's going to be something you're going to want to avoid. Add that to your mix, okay? Yeah, this is a good stuff here, so I'm going to save this for you guys. And again, if you want me to send it to you, just send me a message and I'll send it to you. Hopefully I can send it on the DM. All right, guys, have a great rest of the night.